Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here, and welcome back to another episode here on the YouTube channel. In today's video, we have a monster game. It's at the racecourse, it's first versus second, and the winner of this game between ourselves or Leicester City Football Club are more than likely going to get promoted to the Premier League, and we'll have a shot at winning the title. We'll also have in this episode as well the results from the previous game, and depending on the results, we'll either give you a full episode for Stoke incoming, or it will just be the results because it means we beat Leicester here today. And we'll play it by ear. Of course, if you want to check out all the content, subscribe to the YouTube channel with the links down below. You can also come to watch me live on stream. I'm back from poker. So first thing we've done is become logged in, and we have done a few games here on stream and a couple of games off stream. Well, let's recap the results since we were last here. I think that was West Ham, was it not? I believe it was. Birmingham, we won 3-1. Hull, we won 3-2. We lost to Blackburn and Watford, both off stream. Blackburn and Watford were the first two games. I come back home. The league table looks sort of like this at this stage, right? I sent it to my mate Paul. And have a look at that. After 40 games played, Leicester had 2 games in hand. They've won, obviously, both of those. And have gone on this winning run to now go top. We look like we're in the goods. Stoke are hunting us down. West Brom are hunting us down. You name it. We then lose 2 games on the bounce. And I'm going, But mercifully, since then, we beat Sunderland 3-2 on stream, Bristol 1-0 on stream, and Reading 4-1 on stream. And we've looked very, very good. Hey, Dim, welcome to the chat. Yeah, thank you for welcoming me back. It's good to be back. We, of course, are live YouTube, so we'll interact with the stream. With that being said, though, that's what the league table now looks like now. West Brom and Blackburn just played each other and drew 1-1, which is amazing for us in terms of them not being able to catch us. I think our big worry is Stoke, because obviously with 4 games ago, we do play Stoke. So losing to Leicester today and Stoke winning means that if we both win our next 2 games, it'll come down to the final day at the Britannia, on what's hopefully not a cold, windy day in Stoke, to stay in the top 2 to be promoted, or it will come down to us losing and going into the playoffs. It might be pretty brutal because Stoke away have been very good and have arguably the best team in the league this season. So it'd be interesting to see what goes on there. Obviously, our assignment is much easier if we just decide to beat Leicester at the racecourse this year. Our home form has been amazing. Like, if you have a look at our home form this year, and you just got a home record, we are top by a mile. We've only lost 2 games. We've won 19. Our home form is amazing. If you look at the away record, Leicester's is, pretty decent. Ours is mid-table. So we're here because our home form is really good. We've also had youth intake, boys. We've had youth intake. And I know we got Mr. Tyler Owen last time. Mr. Tyler Owen was the one that came out last time. Don't get me wrong, he's looking this good. He's developing. He's got 5-star potential. He has been dethroned. If you looked at the generals, there's a guy called Josh Herman. I'm going to keep him till last because, my boys, we have got a guy. Our intake, we got 3 guys with 5-star potential. Brilliant. I will put it out there. The 4-1-2-1-2 plays amazing in game, and I love it. But we keep getting some decent wingers. Remember back the last youth intake, which we done on YouTube, we got Ian Rush, or Mike Rush, whatever his name was. If I go to the development centre here, Luke Rush, there you go, eventually got it right, who is also a natural wing with 5-star potential. I keep getting good wingers, and I don't play a system with wingers. There might be a stage where we might need to switch into 4-3 just to facilitate all these good players. But Aaron Davis, as much as the game says he has 5-star potential, I don't rate him. I just think he's too raw technically. There's so many 3s, 4s, 5s, 1s, and same with the mentals, that I just don't think he's ever going to be good enough. If he does develop into this sort of 5-star, he's just going to be the best out-and-out winger. Beat your man, drop the shoulder, whip a ball in. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't get excited about Aaron Davis. Mikey Edwards has a little bit more because he's a little bit more well-rounded. He's a natural passer, the footballer. I think with Mikey Edwards being 15, there's a little bit more potential in him to actually hit his potential and be very good. You got to understand, 5-star, like you see on screen with Mikey, is a good Premier League player for us. Like that, but they will feature in the first team squad. Mikey looks decent. Josh Herman, though, is a different animal. He's already started for me in the league and scored. And have a look at young Josh, 15 years of age, already a 2-star player, already a Vanarama National League player. Not this North-South business. I can play in the Vanarama, put me in League 2, I'll do a job as well. And Josh Herman is going to develop into a monster. 17 technique, 17 flair, 15 pace, 15 acceleration at 15 years old. He's also got some well-rounded mentals with a lot of 10s and a couple of 13s, and composure and aggression of 14s, not the worst. I don't mind an aggressive striker, that's for sure. First touch of 13 looks outrageously good for this age too. Hopefully we can get the natural finishing up. Also currently working the attacking movement here to trying to get the off-the-ball anticipation and the decision-making past 11. And then we'll work some shooting ability. I just think there's a world where this guy is going to develop into a guy with more than 17 pace and acceleration, which will break the game, and have more than 17 flair and technique, and will probably end up being very, 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 very good. And we love that with Josh. Could you imagine a front force of Josh and Tyler Owen, one as an advanced forward, one as a poacher, and just say to the boys, do your business. You're both Welsh. And there we are. They're not, unfortunately, from Wrexham. This one's from Rhondda, I think, is how you pronounce it. And Josh, who did score in his first start, is from Caerphilly. I don't know if I've said that right. But yeah, 2 starts, one off the bench, gave him one off the bench, and started him in the next game. He did score, and I'm going to show you the goal right now. Obviously, we had a massive win here against Sunderland, which I need to highlight because we were 2-0 down. So we just lost 2 games 2-0. We're dominating Sunderland, we're 2-0 down. Mullen, Amari Benjamin, and this goal from Paul Mullen in the 98th minute could be the goal that ends up winning us the league or and puts us into the Premier League because of this. 98th minute, coast to coast, Coventry, Stephen Alzadi, ball over the top, 1 touch by Mullen, roof of the net. Thanks for coming. That's an amazing, amazing, amazing moment. We won 1-0 here against Bristol in the game we dominated. And then have a look at the team we fielded here against Reading 4 days ago to make sure we're fully fit for Leicester. It was Arthur, Hay, Maldini, Edmondson, Elise, Lorient, Alzadi, Coventry, Lee, Herman and Benjamin all up top. Here's the goal for Herman, his first goal for the football club. And to be fair, just everybody in this game played amazing. All the kids played amazing. But Elliot Lee was knocked out of the box here. Headed down towards Herman by Lee Sage. Slight deflection, but it goes in. And, well, Josh scores on his first game. Now, let's get into this game here. We are fully rotated. We look good. We've got Arthur in goal. Ashby, who's been looking fantastic at complete wing-back, looks good. I've also signed Konsa. Konsa's coming in officially. Jarrell is looking this good, and the main reason we signed him is if we go up, I think playing in the Prem, he will develop even more. And if we don't go up, he's too good to not be in the Championship. So might as well get him in. Cost me Piddles, 650k up front, 3.8 mil over time, over 3 years, including 50 games and playing games for England, which he may never do. So I just think that it just makes a lot of sense that. Obviously, the 2 other guys I've already showed you before, and they're still on their way when they turn 18. Cunnington has probably been the best out the lot. Finally kept the clean sheet in the last game with him that he started. I just think just need to play this kid. He's 2.5 star. He will develop into a monster if we play him. Lyons Foster, Josh, Coventry, Alzadi obviously in Lo Celso coming back from that broken foot or ankle, whatever it is, broken ankle. And O'Connor's not back for another 2 more days before he can make the bench as well. Alzadi's looking good. Kozio Dewberry is developing that well. We've been keeping him injury-free, taking him off a lot after 60 minutes. Look how good he looks in the middle of the football park. I think he's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic footballer. And obviously get this guy into the Premier League. If we do go up, he's going to develop even more. And he's half the reason why I want to play 4-3-3, because it means I can put all these young kids on the bench and go like super duper young and off we go. And it means also we can see Dewberry play in his most natural position, which I think if he does, he would be even more insane. But the fact that he's got 8 goals, 9 last season, 5 goals, 6 this season in the division up, I will take more than 11 returns from him every single year. For a guy we picked up on a free. Mullen. It's Mullen. He scored 22 and 40 this season. Not a bad return. He's finally hit his level, I feel. And Alberto Seri has got 7 and 6 and 28 for a target forward. That's all right. I'll also say this too. If we do go up, I do plan to keep Paul Mullen and Elliot Lee for at least 1 season in the Prem. I would like to play Paul Mullen in every game, if possible, in the Premier League for 1 year, just to see what he can do at 32 in the Prem if we go up. And obviously Elliot Lee off the bench as well. Your bench is there. Ashke's developing pretty well and looking fantastic. Same with Varel too. He's looking fantastic at the moment and keeps developing as well. Hopefully those 2 do well. And that's your bench. Let's get into Leicester. Massive game. Dim's very impressed by Josh. I am too, and he reckons Mikey Edwards could be really good. I don't know about Mikey Edwards. I just think I look at the wingers we get, and they're not my type of wingers. My type of wingers are guys that come inside and look to pick the ball up in the channel and are very technically gifted. Both of those wingers look like guys that are just going to eventually just be, I'm going to beat my man on the outside and whip a ball in, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't play with those sort of wingers. With that being said, good team talk. Let's see what this Leicester team looks like. Obviously, Leicester look amazing. This is a massive game here at the racecourse. A win here is huge. A loss here, and, you know, we're fearing that final game against Stoke. Unless Stoke throw away their chance of automatic promotion. That's the team on screen there for Leicester as well. They've still got Dewberry Hill. Ben Rama's been playing amazing this season for Leicester as well. They're a team that does deserve to go up to the Premier League. They've been slapping everyone silly, but if we can somehow beat the Foxes at home, we're going to the Premier League, I would imagine. They've also got Tello out there. Dewsbury Hill's still there. Gore's had amazing there. Inakate's there too. This 4-4-2 of us as a diamond is going to be fantastic, I hope. And Ashby now out wide, looking for Mullen, who runs channel. He's going to beat his man to the ball after all of that. Seri needs to get box. Instead, it's Dewberry. It's deflected. It's in. It's an own goal off Phillips. We lead 1-0 against Leicester City Football Club, and this will put us in a commanding position to be promoted to the Premier League. If we win this game, as long as we don't throw away the next couple of games, we will be up before we play Stoke, and it will just be all about if we can win the title or not. Is it our time, ladies and gentlemen? Is it our time? Is it back-to-back Premier League promotions? It could be. We got promoted first season, promoted second season. We could get promoted first season here too. And we do deserve it. We beat them Premier League sides in the FA Cup the last couple of seasons. So there's something in the water at Wrexham. This is good. Leicester yet to have... There we go. They had their shot. Just as I was about to mutter that. But we lead 1-0 and that's all that matters. Sheffield are beating Stoke. Stoke, by the way, about to lose 3 games in a row. I think they draw 1. But yeah, Stoke have thrown away the kitchen sink here. They have started to choke. We're 45 minutes away. Our first meeting finished 0-0 with not even a highlight. Or maybe one highlight. That was a YouTube episode. This is a good spot. Coventry backstick. Ashby was unmarked. Falls to Mullen. Heads. Lyons Foster. We lead 2-0. Smart header from Mullen. Foster flicks it in. We lead 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. We lead 2-0. Ashby heads. Doesn't win it. Mullen's header. Lyons Foster. We lead 2-0. Is this the Premier League? Is this the promised land, boys? Is it really? I'm going to take us just off stuck in. There's a couple bookings out there. This could be it. This could be massive. This could be monstrous. Right. With that being said, there's a couple of boys that do need to come off. Ashby's been playing very well, and Varel actually played very well last game out, and I don't want O'Connor to get sent off. Box-to-box midfielder here for Varel. I don't know what his preferred role is in here. Central midfield on support. I can understand that. I don't think defends much for you. I can understand box-to-box, to be fair, too. Central midfield on support. Just go do what you need to do. We'll do that. We'll leave the rest for now, I feel. Everything else has been pretty good. Lyons, Foster, and Ashby both dead. But I don't want to take them off. Seri is going to come off. His name is Ollie Palmer, who I think I'm going to have to let go at some stage. And Dewberry is going to come off here for Elliot Lee, just so he doesn't get injured. Obviously, you guys know that Dewberry gets injured a lot for us. Corner to come in from Dewberry before they make the changes here. Mullen's coming off with a knock. Hopefully Mullen's all right. Dewberry to take this corner with us with 10 men. Mullen looks fine. He's waved away the physio. Alberto Seri makes it free. Dewberry assists. Seri with the goal. Knee slide. Alberto Seri, all 6'5" of him, heads home. Or 6'6" maybe. He heads home. Front stick ball. Seri heads. It's 3-0. Leicester haven't even put in a performance today. And there we go. We are inches away from the Premier League now. Inches away. Phillips. Kaminsky. Stoke are losing too. Dewsbury Hall. Murphy. A goal for Leicester makes things very interesting all of a sudden. Arthur parries and cleared. That's hopefully the highlight it is. Tim says Mullen with the fake injury, so Seri's unmarked to get a goal. Yeah, 100%. Mullen knew exactly what he was doing. 10 men instead of 11 for a corner. Done. It caused havoc. Murphy, inside again. Hits over the bar. Going to put us straight into time wasting now. Take us off more expressive. Do all that. We're going to make one or two more time wasting sessions. Mullen with that injury, that fake injury is going to come on for Amari Benjamin to waste some time here. But we are, with a clean sheet as well, boys, going to beat Leicester. Have slapped everybody silly this season. We have the best home form in the league. We've only lost 2 games at home all year. Leicester could even beat us at home this year. And well, boys, that puts us in a commanding position where I don't see a world where we're not going to be in the Premier League, especially since Stoke lost. Let's have a look at them. Stoke came back. Sorry, never mind. Stoke were 2-0 down. Come back to win 4-2. That is a very, 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 very good performance. So I actually 1-1 and then went down and then came back. So, yeah, Stoke doing Stoke things to keep things interesting if we do lose a game. Luton won. Don't think they can catch us. No one else really can unless we screw the pooch and West Brom go win. But, yeah, with a couple games to go here, we're in an amazing position. An amazing position. 3 games to go. The most that West Brom can get to a 9 is 89. So with one more win, the most we can get to there is 89. 92 is the mark for Stoke to get to. If we get to 92, we're up no matter what. That's 2 wins. We got Norwich next. Big game in terms of it being at Curry Road. And, you know, if you were to look at the season preview, I don't know if it says it now, but Norwich was second favourite to come up and have a very good side on paper. What I'm going to do is we're not going to end the episode there. Because if I beat Norwich and I beat Sheffield, we are champions. We're up. We're up to the Premier League. So we're going to give you the Norwich result, the Sheffield result, and then if it matters to play Stoke on the final day, it's going to be its own episode. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the Norwich game, and hopefully we have not screwed the pooch. A very, very, very bad day at the office, and it could get worse here for you YouTube as the corner comes in here. We clear it away, but only as far as Miley into Rekak, and that's over the bar mercifully. As you can see, it's Norwich 4, us 1. We've been slapped by Norwich, who were 11th. They were the second best team in the league, and were predicted to come second this year, and still are in the season preview. I'll show you guys that in a second. But we have just copped it. Considering we just beat the best team in the league at home, that's not great, but it is what it is. And hopefully out of nowhere, that doesn't shock us into losing to Sheffield, who are dead bottom and, only got 26 points from 44 games this season. Look, if you look at the season preview, I can understand how the game has kind of, factored this in, because don't get me wrong, that Norwich side should never be 11th. But, we've just copped it. Jonathan Rowe has done absolute daggers around us there. And the guy up front that did all the damage, David Washington, who Chelsea bought for 17 mil, has got 9 and 11 and has just been here for the second half of the year and has just done that to me. So, that's a bit interesting. That actually puts us now back a point behind Leicester. Leicester's last 2 games for us, they played Sheffield, who were 8th and won 1-0. They got an away game to Bristol and then a final day against Luton. Stoke won, which means there's a point. There's also a world where if I draw or lose and Stoke win, then there we are. But there's also a world where if Stoke don't win and West Brom win and we don't beat Sheffield Wednesday, all of a sudden West Brom come into the factor of all this. So, very interesting. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the Sheffield Wednesday game, in a game we should be winning. But if we don't win, I don't see us going to the Premier League. If we do win, it's going to come down to the final day against Stoke. All right, YouTube, there is a few things going on. We're winning 2-0 against Sheffield. We have not played particularly great, but we are winning 2-0. Leicester were 1-1. They weren't 2-1 up. They just conceded to go 2-2. Stoke went with 0-0. They just went 1-0 up. Now it's 1-1. As things stand, we're top. But it also means that as things stand, if we lost on the final day to Stoke would jump us on goal difference at a minimum. So things are getting tight and tense if you have a look at the league table here, halfway through this game. As it stands, we are clear from Leicester by a point, and we're clear from Stoke by 3 points, which means that all Leicester would have to do on the final day is draw. Stoke would beat us and would actually finish third, all of us on 90 points on goal difference. That would be brutal. That would be brutal to go to 90 points and finish third. There is a situation where that does arise. We're going to give you the last little bit of this game here. And as things stand, we're going to have to give you a whole big episode about Stoke incoming next. Let's go some changes here quickly because we do have a couple of bookings. O'Connor's back from injury for his first game off the bench. We'll do that one there. Elliot Lee for Alzadi. I don't want the suspension, obviously, as well. And... think this game's pretty much done and dusted here. So I'm actually going to get Amari Benjamin up front there as well. And Mullen's going to get rested here for that final game. I don't see look, we're 7 points behind Stoke, and we're even more points behind... goals. We're seven goals behind Stoke. We're even more goals, like 12 goals behind Leicester. So I don't see a world of us going for, the goal difference here, so to say. So we're just going to do what we need to do. Arthur comes and claims brilliantly. A goal for Sheffield to make things nervous. Hopefully it's just the goal highlight here. Arthur into Konsa. Hopefully we're playing him in the Premier League next year. Dim made the comment that surely if we stayed in the division anyway, we'll just go up next year. I don't think that's a guarantee. It looks like Stoke, Palace are coming down and they just dominate. Ashby, back stick. Seri, big boy. Oh, what a header. All right, that's the goal that seals it. I'm not going to do what Liverpool did against Palace many years ago and go like ultra attacking, looking for 5 or 6 goals. Because it's not, I don't see why we're going to overturn 7 goals here against Stoke. So I'm just going to leave it. Look, if we scored a 4th before the 80th minute, I might go ultra attacking and go for it. But yeah. All right. Plymouth are winning. Plymouth have just scored. Plymouth have scored. As things stand, we're in the Prem. Oh my God, Plymouth have scored. As things stand, we are in the Prem. You know what? I want to see Ashby play up front because he's a big boy. Just go to it. I just want to see it. That is outrageous. And Ashby will come off for Noah Hay. Oh my God, Plymouth. Plymouth just went 3-1 up. Boys, we're in the Prem. We're in the Prem. We're mathematically now in the Premier League. And now it comes down to if we win the title or not on the final day. Stoke cannot catch us. We're going to be 4 points clear. Stoke will not catch us. Stoke have thrown it away. Stoke have thrown it away. I'll show you their run home. They have thrown the Premier League away. In terms of at least automatic. They could go up through the playoffs still. Dewberry picks that one up. Goes on a run. Looks to beat his man. Ball in. Amari Benjamin. Make it 4. Make it 4. Dewberry with another assist. A great goal from Amari Benjamin, who has looked pretty good this year. Has to be said. And well, there we go, boys. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Bristol are now drawing. That stayed the same. I thought that changed. That's not changed. Can we keep a clean sheet? That would be nice. Amari deserves a clean sheet. No clean sheet here. That is just going to be a goal. No, it's not. Great tackle from Josh. Dewberry goes to chase down Diaby. Well, boys, that has gone swimmingly well. Ball goes long. Palacios. Ricaud. Okenwo. Lance Foster. Dewberry. Ashby. Benjamin. 5? I said we weren't trying to overturn Stoke's deficit, but hello? I don't think we can overturn Leicester's. Leicester's was too far. Imagine if we... You know what this does, boys? This puts us in a position where if we somehow beat Stoke and beat them well and Leicester draw, we could actually still overturn Leicester on goal difference for the title. I don't think that's a thing. Stoke have thrown it away. That is huge, boys. That is huge. 5-0 against bottom. We've gone mental. What a result. Very well done. That means we're up to the Premier League now because guess what? No, we're not up to the Premier League now. We're only 3 points clear of Stoke. No, I'm wrong. I'm top. I looked at us there in second. Jesus. Apologies. We are into the Premier League officially. West Brom and Stoke are 4 points back. We are in the Prem. Don't let my eyes deceive me. Stoke did get a 95th minute consolation goal, but couldn't find another one, which is thank God. And as you can see there, it comes down to us against Stoke on the final day for the title. At worst, we finish second this year. At worst, we will finish second. We are promoted to the Premier League. There we are. Unbelievable. The budget for next year is 38 million. I don't know where the board has found that, but we have got 38 bloomin' million to spend next year. Oh, there's some wonder kids already in my short list. there is some wonder kids already in my shortlist. If you've enjoyed the episode, give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The links are down below to come watch us live on stream. With that all being said and done, as you can see with this chat, Dim has been here for the ride tonight. Next episode is the final day against Stoke, where we will be crowned as championship winners and promoted as champions, or we won't. And it's not going to be easy because it's wet, it's windy, it's the Britannia Bet365 Stadium, and Ryan Shawcross is the manager of Stoke. And if that doesn't scream Tony Pulis vibes, nothing will.